Jank City. This is sick.
The Whistler Bike Park is closing in just a few days. Yes, this was filmed back in October, just before the closing weekend. I went on a little trip with my family for a few days, and this is actually the first time riding a bike since I sprained my ankle in Squamish while I was riding that Rocky Mountain altitude demo bike.
Ouch.
So this is just 10 days later. Will I even be able to ride properly? Honestly, I don't know, but to be safe, I decided to take my 300mm Boostmonster bike, because that should be easier on my body, right? Plus, I borrowed an ankle brace and made sure to use my 510 high tops, a great combination. But speaking of big suspension, I did another little upgrade to the Supermonster fork. I put in thinner oil this time, 7.5 weight, which is more what it's supposed to be. Before I was using 10 weight, and I definitely regret that. The 7.5 should make it more sensitive and just better overall. But we also finally figured out how to open up the cartridge. It's all just held in by this little circlip. And now I get to see what everything looks like inside, and hopefully it's all in good condition. This bottom piece is the compression valve with shim stack. You can see there's about 5 shims there in a pyramid shape. Everything looks good to me. And this will be the rebound valve and shim stack. Now, as you can see, there's only 2 shims on here, which I'm kind of surprised by. That's very minimal. And I think that's the reason why I've been having some high-speed rebound issues, where I've been wanting more damping. Those 2 shims probably aren't enough. This is all typical open bath moto suspension, so I'm not sure how many of you really understand what you're looking at here, but I have been learning a lot more about this lately and watching tutorials. It's pretty cool how it all works and how customizable all of this is. So I'm gonna have to find someone who will be able to do a custom tune for me, because that would be the dream. The external rebound dial on the top here is for the low speed rebound adjustments.
The knob, you can see it closing up that hole. So that's what the rebound knob does. It restricts oil flow.
Let's do a little stair set of doom, why don't we?
So I'm excited to see how this Supermonster is gonna feel on these Whistler trails now.
Send it.
Yo.
Plus today I'm also gonna ride some new stuff that I've never ridden before, and one of my favorite trails up Garbanzo finally opens up after a couple years.
It's actually in really good shape. Like, those berms are mint.
What's fun about riding in Whistler is there's always people that I know out here. I joined fellow YouTuber BCPOV and his crew.
Riding a horse.
Yeah.
And we're gonna test this out on some gnarly double blacks. And I'm hoping that my bike can ride through this stuff even better than before.
All right. Whoa.
Some good news is that on the lower part of Joyride, I was definitely going faster on the Boostmonster compared to my 26-inch DaVinci Wilson earlier in the season.
Jank City. Kind of nice with this bike, to be honest.
You know what? I think I can tell my fork is performing a bit better now than it was before, as if I'm able to compress down a little bit more now because of that lighter weight oil. It's equivalent to just having less compression damping, which is kind of what I needed. But there's definitely a lot more we can do to improve this fork, which I'll be doing in the future.
Sweet, that worked out pretty well. My ankle's doing well too.
I was actually doing some tests at home, just to test if this thinner oil would allow me to compress further through the travel, and it looks like I'm able to compress about 20 millimeters further just from this standing still position. That's definitely a good thing, because I'm definitely not using too much travel.
We're into Canadian Open here. Whoa, this part's so sketch. I'm gonna stay. Whoa. You know what? I don't know which line to do. I'm so not familiar with this. Right on. First time riding that on this bike. That was actually pretty sick on joyride there. Whoa.
Tech Noir is a really cool, short but sweet one. I'm really hoping this bike rides great on this trail.
The brakes really are squeaking. Oof. Yo. Oh shit. Okay. That was getting hairy. I was getting a bit hairy there.
You're flying on
Oh, thanks. I was getting a little out of control at times. Like at the end, like.
Yeah, that was gnarly. That
was pretty fun. Finishing off in Canadian Open.
Ryan Griffith, who's riding in front of me, is a young up-and-coming racer. He's super fast. There's no way I could keep up with him no matter what bike I'm on.
Oh man, you were racing there, dude. I had no chance of keeping up with you on that, man.
You'll notice it's quite dry here still. And yes, this is October. Our summers started late and it also ended a lot later this year. This never really happens. There's even some smog out here too from some of the fires in BC. It was actually the end of October by the time it actually started to look like fall and all the rain finally came.
Yo, that was deep.
Dirt Merchant still feels great just as before, and I'm really enjoying this hip a lot more than I used to.
Are you out of shape? Is it hard to pedal? Keep your speed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tiring to pedal, but I mean, I can still clear everything pretty much.
Yeah, I should try to follow you, but I don't think I can keep up.
So they're doing photos here on the tombstone. I'll have to check that one out later. Oh shit. Wow, I almost crashed.
So, do you want to check out something brand new that's going to be sanctioned as part of the park for this year? These guys were showing me something pretty cool.
This is sick. Alright, let's do it. That's cool. It is really fun. I like that. And there was a sign like it's going to be sanctioned as like a trail probably. Yeah. That's cool.
My buddy Nate is joining us, but he is recovering from an injury though.
If you want, I'd be down to have you try out this bike if you want to try it a bit. Yeah. I'd be interested in getting your opinion. Yeah. See what you think.
We're going all the way to the top, and one of my favorite trails called Fatcrobat is finally open now. It's been closed for the last 2 years.
All right, trying out hyperview mode on the GoPro 11. See how that mode looks.
I always use the super view mode on my GoPro, and I quite like that a lot, so I'm curious what you guys think of this new hyperview mode. You can probably tell it looks a bit more warped, huh? And it doesn't matter how high up the mountain you go, it's all just so blown out. Original Sin is not riding like it used to.
Okay, I'm not going for it this time around. How's your body feeling, Nate?
Not bad.
Right on.
Interesting to see like so many new holes.
Should we do a little filthy ape?
Sure, I think if we do 58, I'm gonna go for the uphill.
Sick. Nice. Ooh. Nice. You did it. Sick.
I'm always scared of getting a flat on 58.
Yeah, I know. Lately I've just been going down Riders Right because I did get a flat on this bike from that. So for a little, yeah.
So I'm giving Nate a chance to ride this Boostmonster here. I'm curious what he's gonna think of this.
This thing's a unit, man.
I want to see you ride it. So Nate's on my Boostmonster, and I'm on his bike. It was Santa Cruz V10, I think.
Dude, this thing is a trip.
Yeah, man.
It's
That's
impressive.
sick.
You ripped pretty hard on this.
Yeah, it's so cushy, dude. It's so sick.
I feel scared for my life a little bit.
Do you? I guess it takes getting used to.
Get used to it.
Right
Yeah,
on.
swap back.
Yeah, let's do it.
That was sick. Thanks, dude.
Yo. My brakes are really, they're doing all these high-pitched squeals.
Running deep.
Triple hump.
And we finally made it to Fatcrobat. Last time I rode this trail was in 2019.
All right guys, here at Fatcrobat, it's finally open for the first time in about 2 years or so. It's one of my favorite trails up on the Garbanzo here. This should be super sick, so why don't we check it out?
This one left seal is always leaking. The right seal seems to be fine, but I'm always having to wipe this off. So that is frustrating. My little oil catcher, I think, is doing a good job, so don't contaminate my brakes.
Oh, some supermonster.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fatcrobat, one of my favorite tricky trails up here. Whew. Yo, there's a few different lines. Yeah, I remember this part. Right on.
I'm probably just gonna chill.
I'm just gonna do the normal straight out line. Woo! That was awesome.
So what typically happens here is I bottom out the rear shock, but I do not bottom out the front at all. It's always been a little off balance like that. I've actually been wanting to get a custom progressive coil for the rear shock if possible.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, just used about 10 inches. Oh man, like it really gives you more confidence. Just like huck it and just like whatever. It's pretty sick. Oh yeah, the classic bridge. And this is the new stuff. Whoops. Cool. Yo, that's sick. Yo, it's freaking sick. Yo, pretty happy to be on my supermonster for some of that, especially since my ankle's not fully healed yet. Oh, the skinny's right here. Let's do it. We can do it. Interesting, they emerged partway. Right on. That was pretty sick.
You did a good job of like rerouting.
Right.
That was good. Yo, I got some controlled drifts there.
So there's a lot of rock rolls where I'd actually feel more comfortable riding my Boostmonster down them just because of the G out at the bottom. With all the suspension, it just makes it a lot easier and more comfortable.
That's so sick. Quite an impact. I use a lot of my travel there.
However, there are some rock rolls where I actually feel the opposite, where I'd prefer a more modern, lighter bike just because of how technical the runout may be. And this is a prime example.
Wow, okay. That's pretty, wow. The run out looks terrible. Like, I'm not doing that. Especially not on this bike, it's too heavy for this.
Ryder is gonna show us how it's done. He was the only one doing that roll today. The rest of us opted for the ride around.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, man.
All right, the geodes are so chill with all this travel. I love it. Okay, let's Whoa! Yo! Sick. That is a move.
Nice.
Thanks, dude. Right on, dude. This bike isn't very good on the jank. Yeah, it's got compressions. Is this the drop they're talking? Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to kind of clear it a bit, land on the roots. Yeah. Yeah. Woo! That's a compression on this bike, dude. I might have bottomed out. What the heck? That was actually way gnarlier than I thought it was gonna be.
Dude, that was a full huck from
Look at the ring, it's way the heck up there.
Dude, you came in quick.
Yeah, if I was on an 8-inch bike, that would have been sketch.
Ryan just smoked the tree with his hand.
Dude, yeah.
Oh no, yeah. Hurt your finger?
Might be broken.
Oh no, which one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, and that's what you hit. Shoot, yeah.
Did you send the drop or what did
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah, so I did like the pre-hop, it was fine, and then I just like got uncontrolled and went right into the tree
Right.
with my hand.
You land on off-camber routes here.
Ryan won't be able to ride the rest of the trail, so he's gonna have to walk down. And Ryder was gonna show me how you could do this drop in a very smooth manner. A lot smoother than the way I did it.
That was super smooth. Like
hardly
so controlled.
It's crazy
It's just-
how up things look sometimes, and then like you see them get ridden, and you're like, oh,
Yeah, I know.
it's not even.
It's
that
just the
bad.
tree. I don't know. It
Yeah.
makes me stay away from that side, but yeah, I know.
Definitely.
All right, let's see if I can do it any smoother on my monster bike.
That was smoother than last time for sure. Didn't use as much of my fork.
Nice job.
Thanks, bro.
That's gnarly.
Probably the worst thing to ride on this bike is the steep jank.
Okay. Yo, frick. Oh, are you kidding me? No, I'm not gonna make that.
It felt like my Supermonster fork was performing better than it was before. Just less of these weird harsh impacts that I was having, and just a bit more sensitive. And by the way, I actually found out the actual stock oil of these old Marzocchi forks is this Golden Spectro 7.5. So again, after this ride, I dumped the oil and put that in instead. Otherwise, that was the last major ride I did in 2022. It was a really great year. I know I'm a bit behind on some of this footage, and I'm kind of annoyed by that too. But for this year, 2023, I'm looking to change things up a bit more so that I won't get behind on footage so much. I'll tell you more about that in my next video on what this year's gonna look like. So I'm taking the whole building content a lot more seriously and trying to do a lot more of that for this year, 2023. Otherwise, check out my Raw channel. I've been posting some sweet videos there that you guys may not have seen yet. Thanks everyone, and I will see you guys next time.